Is it on? I don't see. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Miyoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. How you guys doing? I'm late today. Oh no, I'm like falling back to my ordinary time schedule. No, but I'm here and I made it to day 7. Yes. Is it gonna be the final day? I mean, at least like for this challenge, I think I wanted to live stream, like give it a try to live stream for 7 days, like daily. But yeah, I made it. Hello, Yoko. Hello. Thank you so much for coming back to my stream. I'm so glad that I made it to day 7. Yes. But technically, it's wait, yeah. Wait, what? But today is Sunday, right? It's day 7, right? Because it's the 7th, and I started on the 1st. So, yay! I hope you guys are awake. You gotta sing. I'm wide awake. Okay. I don't really have any news today though. Like I checked today's newspaper and it's kind of boring about how we are giving grade to this like special kinds of school, like diploma, you know. Wait. Title of associate, from that to associate degree. So yeah, those who don't go to regular high school, they can, I guess. I don't really know this type of school though. And then also we are registering this site to the World Heritage. Is it called World Heritage? UNESCO. キュートって読むんだ。飛鳥藤原のキュート。Yeah, so like the ancient like a central government place, I guess. So, oh, super chat! Thank you, Matt. Good morning from Sweden. Hello, good morning. I hope you guys. I mean, I hope you are feeling good today too. Hehe, hehe, hehe. When I read that, I'm like hehe because that's how we read in Japanese. But I guess in English it's like hihi. Our bookstore. Let's see. Japan's bookstore. The number of bookstores in Japan at the end of by the end of last year, the number is 9,993. So like less than 10,000. So that's bad. Like you see the graph here. People love Amazon, but bookstores are awesome though. I love bookstores. I'm not a big reader, but you know, it's really exciting to be there. Oh, Trump senpai. Trump senpai. AI stocks. Americans government acquiring. Trump announced. Part of the merits expected to be, what's that word? To be given to you. Huh. So the government can have the stock market of the AI, that like AI companies. That's awesome. I think our government, by the way, they you know give money or financial aid and also like assist with technology and so on in other countries, and the money that they get, they kind of you know tries to make it bigger by owning something. I don't know how it works, but oh, Kim Jong Un with his daughter. What's up with like dictators and daughters? It's a weird thing, but you see the chubby guy with a chubby girl. Yeah, the chubby in North Korea is actually a compliment because people are starving to death there. Kim Jong Un, he got on the destroyer, the new type, Kangong. He got on it and you know, checked their test their test to be on the ocean in the ocean. Wow, that's dangerous. Howdy, Yoko. Oh, howdy. Hey, Yoko. Hello. Thanks for coming back. Hi, Yoko-san. Hello. How are you? I'm just going through some, you know, stuff. Oh, Ukraine. Oh, Ukraine. I think Ukraine's like a NATO. Yeah, NATO. The ambassador, Ukrainian ambassador for NATO, like she is thanking Japan for our cooperation. That's good to see. Yes, yes. As far as like countries that we support acknowledge what we are doing, that's good. By the way, I am a little low energy today because my stomach a bit hurts, because I'm a female. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's gonna come soon, I guess. And my body is getting ready. Doo-doo-doo. Chinese HV. What is HV? Hybrid vehicle. Hybrid vehicle. AI. And they're leading. Ah. They're wishing that they're gonna exceed Toyota. Wait, right here it says. No. But do you actually trust like made in China cars? Because I don't. I would be scared. Oh, Subaru. Subaru SUV importing from America. Like it's the opposite. That's interesting. Hmm. And in South Korea, it seems that post Lee, the current one, there are, you know, there's a power struggle. Uh, Putin rejecting Zelensky's offer to meet in person to discuss, to negotiate the end of the war. He's not open to dialogue because he is selfish. He's a selfish dictator. Who is that? Bam! Random guy. French? Arnaud Miranda. Arnaud Miranda. Arnaud Miranda. 29. You're 29 and already like big on newspaper? That's awesome. Some people are so smart and like intellectual. They get on media easily. That's cool. Talking about what? I don't know what he's talking about. It's very Frenchy. Anyway, how are you guys? Not many people. I should have live streamed earlier, but I was busy jogging and everything. Hi, I'm from Canada, but I am American American at heart, and I also like Japan. Long live the United States and Japan, allies for life. Yay! Thank you for coming to my stream. Adonis Adams. Yeah. Do you get to go to America? Japan is an island nation, so I can't really, like, I don't have the sense that there's a country right next to your country, like on the same continent. Like, it's hard to imagine. Japanese anything. Anything. Bear encounters are making significant headlines with reports of 4 deaths and 21 injuries in April. Yeah, it's really bad. Also, like, there was this American visitor, in Japan. Like, he came here for sightseeing with his family, and he was missing. He's 20 years old, and he was missing. I kind of shared the information a few days ago on X because that was concerning. Like, I didn't have a good feeling about it, and then it turns out that he was found dead today, or I don't know. I saw that he was found dead, and I am so sorry for you guys. But yeah, Japanese people, like the police and so on, were searching for him, even using canine and so on. But I think, if the information that I saw is correct, then the Japanese volunteer found him. Yeah. This one source, like, I don't know, like, I didn't go check myself, but somebody was claiming that, like, he was his family, and about, like, where to go, like a journey, the guy chose to trust ChatGPT over his family, and that's how they got departed. And the family knew where he was through the application for a little while, but then it lost like, he turned it off or something. What was a white kid from Alabama doing in Kyoto by himself? Well, he was traveling, I guess. And he was like a vegan, and I bet that he was eco-friendly too. So probably, like, he had a strong, like, a determination on things. I feel that's the impression that I got from him. But yeah, I wish that we could have found him alive. Like, it's not a good it's not a good feeling, like, as a Japanese person. Like, they came here to enjoy our country, and, like, why do you have to die? Like, then maybe you should have stayed in your country. It's sad. I sometimes visit relatives in Chicago, Illinois. Oh, you have relatives there? That's awesome. There was a time I used to talk to some, like, this Canadian guy in Canada, and I couldn't really tell the differences in accent, but he was saying, like, eh. Like, I don't know. I don't remember him. Like, we would video chat sometimes, but I mainly remember, like, chatting, like, with text, and then he would put, like, eh. That was so interesting. Like, it's very Canadian. Okinawa is America. In Japan, I just visit there. Or Yokosuka. What was the white? Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw the bear chase the factory worker. Oh, you did? That worker is in his 20s, so, like, he was at least, like, running around kind of fast, but I guess he should have, been kind of like a quicker. But yeah, it was interesting though, because the bear was not that harmful to him. Like, he did get injured from the chase, but at least, like, the bear just knocked him down, and that's all what the bear wanted to do. And then he was the bear was still excited and ran around, and then some guy drove his car like to to chase the bear, and the bear went into the building and then came out and went somewhere. Yeah, that's that story about the missing man. Yeah. Die from exposure to the elements. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. They still haven't confirmed the cause of death. So I've only seen one guy in real life in Canada say a boot instead of a bow. Oh yeah, a boot. I think though he had that pronunciation, a boot. Yeah, he did have that pronunciation. Maybe he comes from like a countryside or something. I don't know. It's a long time ago, like 2 decades ago. My memory is just stale. Yeah, I was talking to many like metal musicians, in the past. I wanted to become a musician, and like I wanted to make a living off of music before, so that was my life direction. So, that's what, I wanted to just feel free, not, I didn't want to be one of those like hardworking Japanese people who goes to office and so on. I wanted to be just, playing music and interacting with like people from all around the world and so on. And that's why I didn't have a real job. I used to get part-time jobs because that's what musicians somehow do. And I think it's common in the world. And then, yeah, so it was cool. And then I worked at the instrument store. I quit though after a while because it was too tough. Like the job was meant for guys and not really a girl. So I didn't have the like a strong enough energy. Canadians pronounce process like process, while Americans say process. Huh. I didn't know that. Maybe I'm speaking like Canadian then. Process. Process. Process and process, you mean. Difficult. If you listen closely, you can hear a boot. Never heard any Canadian say a boot. I used to watch this Canadian girl. She's a bit younger than me. What was her name? Nicole Nicholson. What was her name? She's so cute. Um, like she. I don't know. She's a bit. What was her name? Something Nicholson. I can't even remember. But some white girl. She looked really cool with like she had a cool vibe, millennial style. And I used to watch her. And I never noticed her speaking like that too. Bagged milk in Canada is actually a thing. Bagged milk? Although I only know of one person who buys it, you cut one of the edges and you put in a pitcher to pour it. What? It's in bag? Interesting. A boat. A boot is more said in satire. A boat. A boat. Maybe Canadian people like the sound like O. Process. Progress. Process actually makes more sense. I've seen the back. Interesting. Japanese people though, like when we try to speak in English, we usually add vowel. Our language consists of every sound that we make in Japanese. It has either like the following 5 sounds: a, i, u, e, o. So every like remote control. remote control, right? リモートコントロール。So, yeah. Anyway, any questions? If you give me super chat, I'll be more energetic. I'm usually like kind of low at the beginning, and then super chat comes in, and I get more hyped up. Australia has milk in powder. We used to have that at lunch in school. In Japan, in a regular like public schools, we have so-called kyushoku, like they provide the meals, with good nutrition too, so not like American cafeteria. And so we all eat the same thing. But back in the day, I think my generation had it sometimes, but we had like skim milk. Is it English? Skim milk? だいたいスキムミルクってなんだ脱脂粉乳か。Yeah, skim milk. That's what we had sometimes in powder thing, I think. But then we were getting milk all the time though. I don't remember. I'm amazed how many English loan words Japanese uses. Yeah. We used to, however, though, like we used to translate everything into Japanese and to make sure that we have our own words, Like when baseball came, our people back then, they thought of how to say that in Japanese, and they came up with a perfect letter to describe it and so on. But yeah. Notes, right? Notebook. In Japanese, it's notebook. Notebook. This is a pen. People, older generation and my generation, we learned one of the first phrases that we learn in English is, this is a pen. And everyone is like, when are we going to use that phrase? Everyone can see it's a pen. But pen, see, like, it's not like a pen. It's pen. Pen. Okay. Oh, Matt, thank you so much for super chat. Here comes super chat from Sweden. Yes. Thank you so much from Europe. Thank you. Thank you. Woo-hoo. I'm gonna get each super chat I get, I'll be happier and more uplifting. So super chat would be in Japanese is super chatto. But what happens in Japanese is that, for example, this one, remote control, we say it in the way like remote con because it's too long, right? To say remote control, right? Remote con. And as for super chat, we say spacha. Spacha. Oh, spacha arigato. Spacha. Orange is orange, I think. It's actually orange. But yes, we do just say it. Orange. This is a pineapple. Pineapple pen. Pineapple, apple pen. What was it mean? I made a video out of it though. I couldn't fit what I wanted to say in English, so I did it in Japanese, and some people didn't know where it came from. The original song. Some like, grandpa people, like they didn't know and they thought that I was singing awful. But that's the point though, to be a bit off the music was what what the guy was doing. But yeah, pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. This is Sparta, Sparta, Street Fighter, yeah, that's true. Stotsu. Oh, Jet Politics, thank you so much for super chat. I'm watching live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. Yay! We are living in the same time. Yes. So glad that you got there safely. That's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird, like, because I expect that people come from different time zones. Yay, thank you so much for a super chat. Super chat. Super chat, arigatou. Yes. Let's see. そう、なんか、福岡にいるんだってよ。まあでも、行くっていう話だったと思う。Any questions? Like, sorry, my this newspaper today is kind of boring because it's Sunday, right? Like this French guy, I don't know, talking about something, and then some casual things, and I don't know how to set a theme today. Idols, yes, idol. Oh, Matt, thank you again for super chat. Thank you is Takusam. Is it Miket or Miket in Sweden? Swedish. What? Oh, I heard that when I was talking to, like, there was a time I was talking to like a Finnish metal band people, and this Finnish guy was telling me that if you talk to Swedish people in his own language, like in Finnish language, it would sound kind of similar, like, just dialect or something, and they could still talk. It's interesting. I'm gonna look it up how to say that. Sweden. See, Sweden is Sweden. Sweden. Tak. Tak. In Ukrainian language, though, tak is like okay. Okay. Tak. Our Ukrainian friends sometimes say that. Taksomike. That sounds so, I don't know. I'm associating like bad Japanese words to it. Oh no, with it, I mean. Taksamike. 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 Okay, anyway. That must be something in Takaichiji that was interesting. No, really. 最近高橋さんがやったなんかいいことあったっけ？皇室の話以外になんか。そうね。Even this is not Takaichi. Like, no, like it's just parties talking it out. And like Imperial family. I don't even know what she's been up to lately. Like the political field has been kind of quiet, I think, for this week. Any news over there though in your country? You pronounced it right in Swedish. Impressed. Thank you. Just look it up. Yeah. Uh, でもなんか話す内容がない。なんかある? Yesterday after live stream, we watched a reporting about our soccer team, like Japan team. But that's it. But it's such a kind of like a legendary story that we keep telling, that back in the 90s, Japanese soccer team, we had we almost won, and we wanted to go to the World Cup, and we missed it because we lost. in the last at the last minute, like literally at the last minute, and that's thought to be like a tragedy. And now after that, though, we kind of got stronger and stronger, and now it's kind of normal for us to go to the World Cup, and now we are trying to get to the top level. So it was like a human drama. Australia is likely to have a housing market crash. Really? Interesting. Are Fukuoka people friendly like the people in Osaka? Osaka people are more open and really like they try to be funny all the time. But Fukuoka people are just chill, and but they're really like we are like warm-hearted people. So yeah, if you talk to them, they will probably just try to help you and so on if you need. Hmm. Let's see. You guys are quiet today. Maybe too late at night. I don't know. Anything? なんかある? Hello. There are those who are watching quietly. I'm wonder what you guys are doing. Oh shit, Jack romantic relationship. Thank you. I'm trying to press hard, man. Let me press hard. Yeah, hard. When I went from Yokosuka to Sasebo, wow, that's a long journey. Other US military people would the city Las Vegas. What? I think that's the closest US base to you. Yeah, yeah. It is. Like I've seen it from outside. Just I guess my dad wanted to see that too. So like he drove me and my mom in his car to there, but we just saw the outside, like the gate and so on, and we were like, ooh. Las Vegas, Sasebo. I've never heard that before. Las Vegas, Sasebo, Las Vegas って言うんだって。佐世保基地あるじゃん。アメリカのその兵士たちがサスベガスってそうそう、ラスベガス文字って。It's a little late. Yeah. Yeah, Sasebo is famous for their hamburgers. I want to try it, but it's expensive. Like when I think about burgers, I expect them to be like $1 or two, because that I'm old. I come from that generation, and today it's so much more expensive. And Sasebo one, especially, it's a brand, so it's expensive. Why do people in Japan have kids very late? Because of the education about Planned Parenthood, and also we are busy going to school, and there's a shaming too to have kids if you are a student and so on too. So you gotta wait until you graduate from university. Like a lot of people go to university, so it delays the time. And then after you graduate from university, you need to get a job. And by that, like you are usually 23 years old when you graduate from university, and you start working, and you can't quit right after, right? So you gotta stay at your workplace for a little while, and then some women do quit, soon, but it's like then that's kind of irresponsible because it's bad for the companies, like what are you doing? Like you were supposed to work there, not to take a vacation just because it's supported. So at least like that's the cultural pressure, right? So then if you start working and get used to it, it's going to take like more years, and then when you finally are used to it, like you're nearly like 30 years old, and then you look for somebody, maybe you're dating somebody, and it naturally happens. But those are the lucky ones, and it's common, I think, that people get married in their 30s. I was one of those, and yeah, it's too late in that case. So yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, marriage in the past in Japan was not like that. Like, it was not associated with romance. It was about household. Just like our imperial family household. It's about, like, we have the culture called ie, like household, and yeah, we gotta protect the ie and family line, family tree. That's something that we need to make sure that we pass it on to the next generation. So oftentimes back in the day, it was not out of romance. It was just, protecting the family lines. So you, like, your parents decide which family that your daughter marries into, and so on. And it's only in recent years, like for the past, I don't know, maybe like a few decades or several decades, that, yeah, like, even my parents they've got married through like arranged marriage, even though in that system you can still say no, like after World War II, at least, like, we can say no. But yeah, less people do arranged marriages. So spiritually speaking, like Japanese spiritually speaking, that's bad, because we have the culture, so-called en, like connections, but like it's like a gifted guided connection. We have the culture to believe in that, but and it naturally happens, through your families and so on. But now, like, we are influenced by Western culture, and we are like, it's more about like what we want and our rights, right, when it comes to marriages. So that's kind of ruining the marriage culture. Good morning, Yako. Good morning. Oh, super chat again. Thank you from Fukuoka. What is your favorite Japanese airline? Favorite one? ANA? Yeah, Starflyer is kind of good, but the big one, the jumbo, the big airplane of ANA is like, it gives you a good feeling. But Starflyer interior, you know, the interior of the plane, kind of like their branding is cool, so I kind of like it. Yeah, other like LCC and so on, it's useful, but then it's like really narrow, small, so it's uncomfortable. But I'm sure other streams this week. Yeah, I wasn't used to Yoko during the week. Well, thanks for coming back. I kind of lost track of like the days, like which day is it? Wait, today is Sunday, right? The regular Sunday. Yeah. So, but by the way, like, this is a notebook, by the way. Like, I write down like time log now. It's gonna change your life. Okay? Like, this rich girl I've been watching, in like, she's Japanese, she's in Japan, super rich, and she's sharing like what she did and so on. And she's like, start, you know, not journaling, but like keep a time log first, right? And then also like clean your place every day and get rid of something that you no longer need and so on. And you really, like, I feel really, really different. Like I have more space in my subconscious, and I realize like I'm capable, and I realize like that I actually have energy enough to go through the entire day doing everything I need to do. It's so interesting. Only US military call it that. Always wanted to try Moss Burger. Oh yeah, they're so good. like a bit like watery, like they go for like healthy ones, you know, like a tomato and lettuce and all the healthy veggies are there, many of them. It's cool, but what it does is that when you know veggies are combined with salty things, it releases the water inside that they were retaining, so then it goes like bleh, right in the so that's not the that's a sad part of most burger, and it's kind of hard to bite their burgers, but the taste is really good. And their potatoes, by the way, are different from McDonald's. My husband loves McDonald's potato. Like, I mean, by potato, I mean French fries. We call it potato, potato, right? But but jet politics, by the way, like when you order at McDonald's, just say potato, potato kudasai, potato, right? Anyway, so most burger ones though, like they're really like the potato, really potato French fries. But McDonald's ones is like really like a stick. Those are like a stick thing. Makudo, yes, Makudo. But I say Maku because I'm from here. Makudo is the way that people call it in like Kansai area, like Osaka and so on. Oh, super chat again. Thank you. Fukuoka's airport is nice, right? I mean, we kind of, we actually like renovated it recently, like, and also built a new part. It was smaller before, but we added the buildings. I don't know how they did that because it's the same building, and then they probably like broke the walls of the edge and then added a new building. I don't know how they do that, but sometimes like Japan does that. Boycott of Moss Burger? I don't know. I've never heard. モスバーガーのボイコットとかあった？ She's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Moss Burger. Moss Burger. Boycott. Boycott. Oh my gosh, we are like, maybe Japanese language is maybe like a katakana English. I'll start throwing away something every day when I get up. Yeah, it will really help. And I really like the idea that you are paying rent for your garbage and trash, like something that you no longer need. So you gotta get rid of them. Hmm. But yeah. So Japan has a lot of food chain, not food chain, I mean, like American fast food franchise companies here. You know, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. What else? Uh, is Wendy's? Uh, is Jonathan Japanese or I don't even know. Yeah, we have many, but you know what I was hearing from my online friends from like decades ago, he was saying that In and Out is good, but we don't have that here. I don't. Maybe we have. Oh, Starbucks, true. Starbucks everywhere. I need to post this picture, by the way, soon. I wanted to make sure that I get rid of like the people, you know, I want to hide that. Like I took a picture the other day in the city, right? I went to the park and this is my way back to the station, and there's like Starbucks, right? And if you go here, this is Subway, and then over here McDonald's. Isn't that weird? Like when you see like Starbucks, then Subway and McDonald's. So So American here. And I thought like, wow, I gotta take a picture of that. Chick fil Chick fil A. I think I've seen that name, but like online, but no, I don't think we have that. But Tokyo is much different though from here. Some I don't know. Maybe Tokyo has a bit of things that I don't know. Don't you guys have subway? We do. Oh, super chat again. Thank you. Have you ever thought about teaching new Japanese words that are relevant to each new story? Like when I talk about politics and so on, and then I teach Japanese like some words to you too. Or- Oh, Domino's. Yes, Domino's. I love Domino's, but they're kind of small in Japan and also expensive, just expensive. They have like a special, not pizza, but it's like a bind thing maybe. Like my ex used to order that when he was living here, and I really like that one. News, news story. I think it is news. You guys say news, right? But we say news. Man, we speak a lot of English in katakana. It's crazy. Bind, yeah. Domino's in Australia is good. Cool. I want to go to Australia. Koala san. Who's this Jonathan? I have no idea. But I see that in Tokyo. But yeah, but it's weird when I see, like when you come here, if you come to Japan, you will see like Starbucks, McDonald's, and everything. But when I travel, I've been to Hong Kong and Taiwan, and when I went to Taiwan, especially, there was like I got to see in person. In Hong Kong, I didn't get to see that sort of stores, but I hear that they have like even sushi and so on too. But like in Taiwan, though, I saw Yoshinoya, our restaurant, like a beef and rice, and it's in a bowl. Gyudon. It's called gyudon, and Yoshinoya was there, and some other restaurant was there, and it was I don't know. It's kind of weird in a good way, like trippy, kind of trippy to see that. Arby's, business news, business. Never heard about Arby's. The Japanese fried chicken and karaage from Domino's, super delicious. Ooh, sounds good. Denny's? デニーズってあるっけ？うん。Oh, restaurant? Denny's? Yeah, we don't have that in Fukuoka, so I'm not familiar, but うん。あるっけ？猫型ロボット？あれ、あれジョナサンかなんか。My husband and I, we are trying to remember, like if we went to Denny's. I feel like I have, but あれかな、なんか端っこのでっかい道路の十字のところで角のところにあったビルのあれがデニーズかな。2階かなんかに入った。If I learn katakana only, will I be able to read Japanese or would I be completely confused? You'll be confused. you gotta you gotta learn everything. Like, see, this is what it looks like. So, like, you be able to read. So it's mirrored, by the way, but you see like torampu here, torampu, or well, this says like I'm looking at it exactly the same as you. Like it's mirrored to me too. Greenland, パレスチナ、パレスタイン、リゾート、ベネズエラ、イスラエル、トランプ、like, you can フランス、ルノー、トランプ. Yeah, you could see a bit, but it's all like these like kanji and then hiragana, katakana, kanji, hiragana, numbers, kanji, number, kanji, hiragana, kanji, number, kanji. We are busy. So like when I look at, for example, like when I set my phone, in English, I like the looks because it's so simple. It's just alphabets only. When I set the language of my devices in Japanese, it's like a lot of different styles. And even though it's my native language, it's like, it doesn't look very clean, like it's not in the same form and it kind of annoys me. So I often set my device in English so that everything looks like neat. Yeah. Pennies in Japan is nice. Oh, cool. Yeah. What if we can read Chinese? Does that help? I mean, like when we look at Chinese language, we can actually, like Japanese people can kind of tell, we can kind of tell what they're saying. So it's interesting. When you look into history in Japan, our people often were communicating with Chinese people back in the day through writing because we share the similar characters. So even if we cannot speak to each other, we would just write to each other, even though we are sitting right in front of each other. So, yeah. Is it true Japan people like sweet pizza? I find that strange. It's not that strange, right? Because it's just a flour. You eat cakes. Cakes are sweet, but they're the same combo if you think about it. So that's why like we have ramen and some people like or some stores have like a tomato soup too to it. And my husband gets like really like he thinks it's nasty to think of ramen with tomato, but then if you look at like Italian spaghetti or something, it's like it's the same like noodles made of the same ingredients, and then they have often like Napolitan style or something like tomato. So it's weird like when you have like prejudice. Um, but yeah. We have like pineapples, I think, on pizza sometimes. Mm. And we have like fruit sandwiches. Do you guys have that? If you go to konbini, like convenience store in Japan, you will see like it's a sandwich, but it's like with whipped cream and some strawberries or kiwi and so on. It's so good, but it will make you fat. So I don't eat those anymore. But yeah. It's actually 5 styles. Don't forget hiragana for the hard to read kanji. Good point. And we have romaji too. Japanese chains in the US: 7-Eleven, Uniqlo, Yoshinoya. Yoshinoya is in the US too. I didn't know that. Benihara? I don't know Benihara. Mitsuwa? Mitsuwa? Marugame. Marugame udon. That's super funny. Jinya ramen. Interesting. You guys should have Sushiro. You gotta go to Sushiro. Because it's like the ones when I show you like, oh, I'm at the sushi place, in public, we usually go to Sushiro. Really good, but cheap. So I was amazed when I heard that there are some kanji that even native Japanese people have trouble reading. Yeah, all the time. All the time. Even my parents, my parents come from different generation, so they are readers. They both my parents both read the newspaper and read books and so on, but still, like, sometimes my mom goes like, "Oh, how do you read this?" and ask my dad, and so often, most of the time, my dad knows, but then sometimes they don't know and they have to look it up. I personally, I didn't really study Japanese. I wanted to just study English, so I wasn't paying attention to anything else, right? Aside from music. So I don't have the good understanding. Like, I don't have, like, the grammar, Japanese grammar. I'm good at it, but when it comes to vocabulary and phrases, like quotes and everything, I lack a lot. So my husband often tells me, like, when he's talking, I'm like, huh? Like, I have to kind of ask him, like, what did you say? And then he laughs at me and he tells me, like, hey, that's like the third grade of elementary school level. And he always have to look down on me a little bit just to make fun of me. But then, he gets to have the fun time teaching me. That's our communication every day. In the morning when I wake up, today, by the way, I was kind of awake before I got out of my futon, right? And and then so my eyes were a bit awake and a bit open than compared to yesterday. I usually sleep with my eyes open, so it's dry. When I wake up, it's so dry it hurts. So I'm like always like a ramen man, right? He always say like, "You look like a ramen man." Today I was like, and then he was like, "Oh, you don't look like ramen man today." Weird, weird communication. And then in daytime, he picks on me saying that I don't know vocab. But yeah, we gotta always, like, Japanese people, if they are, like, willing to be smarter, they will be always checking how to read the words. And also there are like etiquette, like a manner lecturer that people wants to decide the rules for the Japanese and so on, like what to do in public and what's rude, what is not. And also there's aside from that, though, in the first place, we have common sense, of course, and we need to respect our rules, right? So, like, oh, on this occasion, this type of phrases are wrong to use. Like, you shouldn't say stuff like this, or I mean, use this expression because it would be rude, and so on. And there are so many rules, and sometimes, so, like, we gotta rethink, like, is it okay to use this type of Japanese? And we are constantly learning about our own language. It happens. And often our TV features that too. Oh, again, thank you so much for super chat. Is calling someone obasan rude? Yes. Unless it's like a little kid. If elementary school kids say like, oh, obasan, to me, it's cute. It's great. It's okay. But if like adults call me obasan, for example, then that's really rude. I am an obasan, but obasan meaning auntie and so on. Like older, kind of older people. I mean, women. Uh, yeah. Same for ojisan, like uncle and so on. Yeah. And it's interesting though. Like growing up, I growing up, like when I would hang out with my friends, we would call like our friend's mother Oba-chan, like Oba-chan, like, and it meant It meant like, oh, the friend's mom, like oba-chan, it was a friendly thing. But then we all grow up, and now when we meet the same friend, and when we ask our mothers, then we say okasan. Like, oh, how is your okasan? Like, how is your mother? Instead of oba-san, oba-chan. It's weird. Like, we didn't have the culture before, but it's becoming more and more common. Language changes all the time. Again, super chat, thank you. I'm still getting used to this Japanese keyboard. Oh, cool. But wait, are you? I don't know. My keyboard, I use MacBook Pro. I have that there. I'm on the iPad, by the way. I usually type in Romaji, like English alphabets. Grok AI says there are 85,000 kanji in the Zhongga Jihai dictionary. Ooh. Oh, super chat, thank you. Can win. Thank you. Speaking is public etiquette. Can you explain honne and tatemae? I heard of it, but didn't understand. Honne is just honne, like you're true to yourself, right? Like what you truly believe in, what you truly think inside. But tatemae is like basically let's make it that way type of things. So like it's a common thing in like for example business and politics field. Even though for example we don't agree with everyone and so on. Let's say what would be the good example? Oh, maybe let's say there was a company and then some guy at the top had to quit, right? Had to resign. And then even though there is a true reason behind it, we don't say it. And we put tatemae to show like, oh, he resigned for this reason. And we don't show that real reason, that sort of things. Kind of make it up, I guess. But it's for the good cause, though. Usually, I think. Yeah. So like, and basically, we hide our true feelings and so on too. So yeah, I'm not sure if I understand it perfectly too. Like, I could be wrong. Sometimes it's difficult to explain your culture because you can't really objectify your own culture. On the last day, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? To see the future. I want to be able to like read tarot cards and so on to predict. That would be cool. Oh, super chat, thank you. I bought a MacBook Air in Akihabara. Nice. Akihabara, yeah. It's a good place to go for like appliances and all the electronic stuff. There used to be a Gundam too. I think they got rid of it from there. But oh, if you're in Fukuoka, you should go to Lalaport. There's a Gundam. Lalaport. You can take the JR line, get off at なんだっけガンダムがあるとこって何の駅だっけうん。竹下。竹下. Get off at 竹下. And then you can walk to Lalaport. Still don't understand. Tatema is like your public face. Yeah. Yeah. That explains easily. It's like but yeah, public face, but it's, yeah. You don't really have to care about it though, because it's I don't know why people care so much about that. You know how like Japanese people, like when we talk with you, like I'm weird. I have a lot of facial expressions, but I'm influenced by Americans. I love American people, so like I'm influenced. But like Japanese people, when they talk to you, they'll just have a flat face. They're like this the whole time. Hey, oh really? Okay. Well, hey, right? That'll be their face. I'm loud with my facial expressions, but Japanese people usually they don't use muscles much. So that's like not hiding, but they just we don't usually show what's inside. We don't honestly talk because again, the biggest concept in Japanese culture is harmony, right? We gotta be nice to each other. Part of the reason probably that we don't have the culture of satire, right? So we don't say negative thing, and also we all agree at meetings. If you disagree with the where it's going, you gotta talk to each other behind the scene and do the grounding. Like a root. What it's called? Nemawashi, like a root work. You gotta do the groundwork. You gotta do it first and then have a meeting, and it's just a ceremonial thing. And so that's why sometimes when I have live streams like this, sometimes people say different things from me, right? And then sometimes, depending on the expressions, I'm like, oh, like it's really bad. It's like to us, it's like denying you, like the entire you, even though the person probably is referring to the opinions of me. But like Japanese people, like regularly, they would like it's bad to disagree with each other from each other. So we kind of lie. Sometimes we lie, and yeah, just make sure that the scene, the when we are there, we make sure that everything goes fine, and then afterwards some drama happens. So me, I'm Americanized, so I want to just you know walk through it together. Like, what do you mean by that? And blah blah blah. To actually have a meeting and talk it out. But it's not. I don't think it's common with Japanese people. We just want to go with the flow and make sure that everyone is happy at the table. Have you ever been outside in Japan and seen a movie being filmed? Movie? No. I've seen wedding photo shooting everywhere, but no, not movies. If you go to Tokyo Station, with the bricks and so on, you should go to Tokyo Station, by the way, if you're in Japan. It's just to see the station. It's like older building, like construction. What's the word? Building, and it's beautiful. Like very Western, but Japanese style. So it's beautiful. But because of that, there are lots of couples who are getting married who like the couples that take pictures before their wedding to memorize that moment, to make a memory out of the yeah. You are very expressive and you joke around a lot. Yeah. Don't think of me as a typical Japanese because I'm not. As for the expressions and so on. And also, I laugh a lot in public, in a gathering too. I'm one of those people who exclaim out of nowhere, like, ha ha ha, right? I'm one of those, like, I'm loud. I'm usually, when I talk to people, I'm like, oh really? Right? I'm like that, and I don't really speak, but in public, and I'm, listening to some lecturer or something, I want to communicate with that person. So when he makes a joke or something, I'm like, ha! And when I laugh, then the people laugh together. So I create a good mood, right? You need one of people like one of those people like me, in gatherings and so on to set the tone of the meetings and so on. So I'm like that, but most Japanese people, they just, follow the others. So I'm a leader. Okay. I'm not typical. I mean, yeah, people don't even speak English. So yeah. But I think though that Japanese people are kind of changing because of the podcast culture. More and more like Japanese content is becoming more like audible. So it's even though they are videos on YouTube, for example, but they're like people started to post like long length, and then they they are copying. Some of them are copying like American podcast culture and so on, and I think it's doing a great bringing a great influence to the Japanese community because even though what's great about Japan is that we have non-verbal culture, we just sense each other and we are all the same Japanese people. We can tell what we are thinking. It's telepathic often, but there will be more foreign people, and also I think that due to the rise of the internet, it's better that we have this culture. Like if you can, grow in some way, you should always do that. So I am glad that more people are more verbal. So more like verbal people. I like verbal people because if you talk to Japanese people, like a lot of the times they can't even verbalize what they're thinking and so on. They know how to feel. Just like Yoda said, like feel, not think, or something like that, right? And Japanese people know good at like they are good at feeling something, but they're not so much good at thinking. And to think, you need you need to logically think it. But if you want to logically think, then you need the ability to think with words. But it's generally speaking, of course, like the top level people are always great, but I'm just making a point that our culture is becoming a bit more like a verbal, and I like it. Oh, Super again, thank you so much. A simple head bow goes a long way. Yeah, head bow. When I don't own a car, I walk everywhere and take trains and so on. So, and then when I jog too, I gotta first go to the park, right? So I'm walking or jogging, and then I have to cross the road. And what happens is that I have to, of course, like wait for the cars. And often we have signals, but when there are when there's no signals, we gotta communicate with the cars, and then sometimes they're supposed to, but when they stop for me, when I want to cross not the border, cross the road, I bow. I freaking bow, and then kind of whisper, "Oh, sumimasen," and then walk, right? You gotta bow everywhere. I'm so Japanese, and yeah, I hate it. But people nowadays, though, they're becoming more and more like arrogant, and I hate it. It's probably the bad influence from the West. Sorry, guys, but it's true. It's a different culture, like it's coming in through the internet and so on, because Japanese people are using the Western platforms. So, built with a Western mind. So it's different, right? Like if you keep using that, you be like Westerners. So yeah, that's how it is, and yeah, and I'm one of those people who want to cherish our own culture. So, the skill of reading the air. Yes, exactly. Is there a Japanese podcaster version of Joe Rogan? Yeah, like the number one podcaster in Japan. I have no idea. There are several, or I don't know. There are many. I mean, there are many Japanese YouTubers, and many of them have like millions of subscribers. So it's like, it's not like one symbolic guy. There are many people. And sometimes it's like, you know, those who get on TV and so on, they started to coming onto YouTube like a kind of later though, but they came into the YouTube industry and kind of stole all the followers, you know, on YouTube. And I was affected actually, because you know people want to follow the famous people, right? So that happened, but no, I don't think there's anyone like Joe Rogan here. But there are many people who make good channel. The channel I like, by the way, I'm gonna introduce that to you. If you speak Japanese, I'm actually I only watch like a few channels on YouTube, right? And I like these guys. Oh, they only have like 200, 242K subscribers. I thought they would have more. Tsundoku channel. Like they basically read a book and then make a presentation out of it to show what the book is about and so on. And but they have so many views, you know. So it's amazing, like how so many views. You can see that, right? And as you can see, like I watched a lot of it. I don't really watch it though. Like I play when I'm cooking dinner and so on, and they make me laugh. So great presentation. Also, like in order to make a great presentation, you need to understand what you actually read, right? Like deeply understand what you just read, and then take bits and pieces of that book to make a presentation and make sure that you know you are like being a YouTuber to grasp the attention from the audience and so on. They're really really good at that. Oh, super chat, Brian. Hello. Good morning, Yoko. Looking beautiful as always. Thank you. Yay. I wanted to like whenever like growing up, I saw like a shampoo commercial and they'll be like doing this, right? It doesn't work like that in real life. I should straighten my hair and do that. Just that's the beauty thing that I just thought of. Thank you for the super chat. Yay! Hello, I see the hands. Thanks for coming. Ken Kenobi is trying to be Tim Tectone. Ken Kenobi? Japanese are very non-verbal as a talker. It's hard to find any talkative Japanese people. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, like, you know, those who, Japanese people, when they have a good job, like a kind of elite level, you know, then they're good at communication. But when I talk to like older generation housewives or something, they can't even, like, I love them, but they can't, as for their abilities, they can't even form a complete sentence, you know, and they want to show what they want to, like, there's a story they want to tell, but you got to ask questions in order to, you know, get all the information and so on. Like, they don't know, they see the scenery, you know, probably like visionary thinkers, you know, they see some picture in their head and they're explaining what happened and so on. But it's so hard to see. Like, what do you mean? Like, first of all, like you have to, you know, explain the whole setting, right? Like the where it was at and who was there, what was the occasion, what kind of place did it take place, and what time, and you know, time range and so on, to to start the story, and then you kind of get it. But yeah, it's not always that case. Tecton is a YouTube who does reaction videos and has ugly AI thumbnails. That's funny. Ugly AI thumbnails. Wait, I gotta see that. I'm curious. Tecton. Wait, let's see. Tecton. Tecton. Oh, this one. Oh, 1 million. Oh, I see what you mean. That's cool though that it works for people like that. I used to listen to Rogan back in the days, but since the Russian invasion in 2022, he had many guests on who either both sided or outright supported the invasion, and he said if you Zelensky, oh, that is bad. Yeah, when he gets political, that's not good. I when I was interested in nutrition, there was like, in life you have waves, right? Like in 2018, I was really curious about how inflammation works because I have some in my body, right? So I was watching a lot of like experts talking about inflammation and so on, and I would sometimes watch Joe Rogan, and for that sort of content, he was really good. So that's kind of bad when he goes political. But wasn't it? But Trump went on his show, didn't he? Like with the introduction of Baron. I don't know. Listen to Kino Casino. I'm into Jeremy Hambly drama. Mm. I've never heard of those. I started bowing to cars lately. Good. Very Japanesey. What do you think about the Japanese corporate culture in Japan versus outside Japan? Corporate culture, as in a company, like when you work. I've only worked for like Japanese companies, of course, and I did get hired by an American company, like briefly though, through online, but uh, I didn't really get it. But what I do hear from people on X, for example, is that American, at least like we talk about America a lot, right? And American workplaces, like people praise each other all the time. I noticed that from getting interviewed and so on too. Like all the reporters and so on who interview me, they're super nice and super polite, super just uplifting. I don't know if their characters, it's their character, but like they, like I do get praised often, and I was taking it like like as it is, and I was so happy. But people on X was introducing, like Japanese people in working in America, they were showing that American people at workplaces, like they will praise you even if they don't mean it, and so on. It's the culture, but in Japan, it's not like that. In Japan, usually the boss will scold you. That's their job. It's kind of changing now, but traditionally, your boss is the person who's like yells at you, like, "What do you think this is?" Bam, slums the documents or something, and make them apologize and so on. Hello, hello. She never worked for either size of big corp or like salaryman. Hmm? Are you talking about me? Are you judging me? I did work for office before. uh, anything else? Morning, everyone. Good morning. Thanks for coming. AI says Issei is the biggest Japan YouTuber, 75 million subscribers. Issei? 誰だそれ? Koten Radio is said to be the biggest podcast by a native Japanese. What's interesting is that I've never heard of either of those. Isn't that crazy? I thought Hikakin was the biggest one. There's this guy with who does a voice percussion. I used to be one of the top people in Japanese YouTube. I was elected, not elected. I was chosen as the one of the winners for this award called YouTube Next Up, and it was like right after they started to have the advertisement system, like revenue system onto YouTube. They had that contest to pick the next generation YouTubers. Like we already had like famous people, but then they wanted to make sure that like they will be supported. The creators get supported by YouTube, the company. I was chosen, and then after me, there were newcomers, for the money. Like at first, like people, creators like myself, together with the others, like we were first just creating, we enjoyed creating videos because it was a cool thing to do, buying a digital camera when everyone else didn't, and investing in that a lot, and to film and edit by ourselves. And we were posting and we were sharing information regarding that, and it was so interesting. And then there came the grifters, right? Like those who just want to earn money on YouTube. And then around that time, I think, I don't know when, but like after we became the top, there are newcomers. And then Hikakin, the guy with voice percussion, he came later than me. And then he became like the really, really huge channel, right? And then he started to show up sometimes for like TV commercial and so on, because he does have lots of subscribers, and meaning like he's influential meaning like bringing money to the market or to the company that is using him. So yeah, and he's like the face of like Japanese YouTuber, but I guess it's different now. Did you hear about the American tourist who was founded 20 years old? Yeah, I did. I did briefly talk about him on the very beginning of this live stream. I'm so sad to hear that he's dead. Yeah, I watch and listen political debates on YouTube. It might be a good idea for you to react to some of those. The React channels are popular and have an original take. I'm not really interested in other people's opinions, so I'm not actually meant for politics in that regard. I used to do that like a decade ago, but I make news now, and I don't watch people commenting on news. Like it's, to me, somehow like I feel like it's a waste of time. That's probably because I know what I'm meant to do, and I like you shift your identity through life, right? I was a YouTuber a decade ago, or even like 2 decades ago. Yeah, because my first account was established in 2006, so it's like actually 2 decades ago. I've been a YouTuber for 2 decades. But like I was passionate, and then I kind of lost it, and then I would do it, and then I lose motivation and so on. So yeah, anyway, yeah, like I'm always, I need to be always true to myself, because you gotta be happy with yourself always. That's the purpose of your life. So but yeah, now, before I was commenting about, like I was reacting to how people are reacting to things, or what people are saying in debates. And I was saying like, oh, like that opinion is wrong and blah blah blah. Like I would criticize often too, and I was doing that, and I would think together with my audience, but I kind of stopped doing that because it didn't interest me anymore. And now I was only watching like the Japanese politics, but now through Trump administration, I expanded to the international level. And then meeting my husband and getting married with him, now my world is the world. So like we have a lot of friends, fighting against the authoritarian states, people like us in the world. We are standing together, so we share our information and opinions together, and we have events and so on. So that's what we do. So we sometimes write about it in Japanese. My husband published a book. I helped him. It's been 2 years, I guess. But yeah, and then so that's something that we do. We visit Tokyo to meet parliament members and to ask them to do what we want them to do and so on regarding our activities and so on. And so we make things happen. And so it's kind of a different thing to do. I do live streams because it's easy for me. I do think about making videos sometimes, just like I used to do. But yeah. But then you're like, what am I gonna say? So like I could I know that if I want to just be a create like a be like a really like a creator, then I know what to do. But I guess that I'm a little bit like a bit distant from that sort of situation right now. Yeah. Pocari Sweat is a weird name for a sport drink. Yeah, Pocari Sweat. Japan has a lot of weird brand names. Yeah, Pocari Sweat really sounds weird, right? And Calpis, it's not Calpis, it's Calpis. Maybe it's Japanese English translation. Yeah. I have no idea what it means, by the way, Pocari Sweat. Sweat, I understand. Pocari. I don't know. But what we associate with the brand name, though, is that it's like a drink that you drink when you're sweating. But I don't know. But when like English speakers see it, probably kind of sounds kind of nasty. Like, is it a sweat, right? There's a Japanese YouTuber woman who reads the Japanese political news and compares it to American left-wing news. Huh? What do you mean? Do you think the CCP knows it's evil, or are they somehow oblivious? Do you think the CCP knows it's evil? No, I think CCP thinks that they are the center of the world and that they are doing the greatest thing to the world because they think they are right and their values are the best in the world, and that's why they want to expand their territory. So I don't think they have the sense of like good and bad and so on. What's good and bad is whether they survive or not, probably. Like like after the world wars, the West have learned a lot, and we have shifted our mindset a lot. But China has been China from the like it's the same kind of like dark culture is still there, and their wars haven't ended. They are living in a continuation from like centuries ago. They don't have that cut point, like we do. So, oh, super chat, the first super chat, thank you. I can't read that though. Like there's somehow it's attached to that. Let's celebrate their fifth super on the live show. Oh, it's a fifth one. Wait, I gotta go here. and see, because I can't see the comments there for some reason. Oh wait, it doesn't say anything. Okay, just a popcorn. Thank you. I would like a popcorn. Is facial hair not preferred in Japan, or is it just hard to grow? It's not preferred in Japan in public, no. But it's more acceptable today, but you're expected to shave. Today, if you are, I don't know, like, if you are a poser, or if you are some famous person, then it's fashion and you can do that. But I personally, like, I have like old fashioned values, you know? And whenever I see like people with beard and so on, I'm like, please shave. And Japanese men too, like they don't like, um, you know, when like I think they kind of take care of it too. And the men's cosmetic too is becoming a thing here. So they don't go all the way. Not many people go all the way to foundation and so on, but at least like it's common now for men to apply like basic moisturizer and so on, and then to take care of their eyebrows and so on, just to look clean. Like Japanese people are obsessed with cleanness and hygiene. It's our culture. So, and many like young men nowadays, they go to get their hair like on their body shaved or get rid of clinics. It's a common thing to do now, I hear. So, yeah. When it's too hairy, I guess we kind of get like, oh, yeah. But hairs are kind of fun to play with, though. Like when you pet a hairy person, it's kind of soothing. But yeah, please take a souvenir. Nice, thank you. Most East Asian men usually can grow full beards. Eh, I disagree. Maybe because I come from the southern part of Japan. I don't know. Because there are lots of hairy people. My husband, though, he doesn't have much. Like he has like here and here, and that's all. But my dad, for example, like he has like the whole beard, and then he has to shave. Even today, he has to shave, or else like he would turn into a bear or something. No wonder I have thick eyebrow. But the funny thing about my dad is like he had like distinctive like strong eyebrows. But my mom is the hairy one too, and that's why I have a lot of hair. But my dad has like thick beard, and he has to shave. But then on his arms and legs, he has only like kind of hair, and he's like it's so clean, naturally. It's so interesting. CCP doesn't care about human rights and believes they are the good god of the world. Yeah, like a sinocentrism is the tradition in China, where the U.S. wants to give people freedom. Yeah. Oh, super chat. Thank you. You're the sponsor today. Thank you. I think beers were more popular during the Meiji era. Oh yes, because we have to make sure that we are adjusting ourselves to the West. Like if you look back in history, like Russian politicians, right? The crazy is it mustache, right? Mustache, and Japanese people were doing that. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I was just talking about nowadays, just so you know. But yeah. And some women like guys with beards and mustache and so on. They think that it's fashionable. I personally just don't. But when foreign people do that, it's kind of cool, because it's different, just because it's different. and I expect like different cultures and so on. So I'm just talking about Japanese people. Okay. I don't know. When people look clean, it's best. Clean, eh? Cleanliness? No way. Clean? What? Where did the L come from? What? Clean. Oh. Oh, now I see. そっちじゃない、こっち。I gotta listen to that.
Cleanliness.
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 Why is it clean? It says clean.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. I'm not satisfied with this. But yes, that's what I like. Yes, cleanliness. I probably like it because I feel like I'm lacking that. You know, it's all about projection. Cleanliness. Yes. Have you seen videos of tourists misbehaving in Japan, and what do you think? Japanese people misbehave all the time too, but I think as a Japanese person in Japan, I just expect the local authorities in the first place to warn tourists. We need like we need to make our rules more easier to understand, and we need to make sure that we have even like death penalty and everything, that we are very strict with rules, right? Curry rice, takoyaki. Are you asking which one? I love curry, but I don't really care about curry rice. I love like Indian type of curry with spice. Japanese curry is weird. I don't like it. Like I don't, the sweetness and so on. Like I don't Japanese like there's this famous brand called Bamonto, and it's like bleh. I don't like it. So like whenever like we have so-called kyushoku, like the schools, like during compulsory education, elementary school, junior high school, we would get lunch, right? And we eat the same thing. Like all the students eat the same thing, and we would sometimes get curry, and all the kids, in the classroom, they would get happy, and I'm like, no, I want like a traditional nimono. I heard Okinawan people are very hairy compared to mainland Japanese people. Yeah, usually they have more like like really a lot going on here and hairy and so on. Not everyone though, of course, but yeah, and Kyushu people too, most of the time. But um, we are like Japanese people. It's like a Japanese race is interesting because it's like we have such a variety, you know? And you should watch this movie, Japanese movie, Terumae Romae. You gotta watch that. It's so funny, and also it's a good movie too. And Terumae Romae. Uh, and it's supposed to be about Rome. So they have all the like these are Japanese people, but let's see. Look at the guys. Like they don't. The main guy is like this. Like he is Japanese, and this guy Japanese, and right? Like, we have this sort of Japanese people in Japan, and it's like Oh, like here, it's a better picture here. Yeah. And also we have like, for example, like when we talk about anime and some like black people who are like somehow against Japan but love anime, like they want to color our anime characters and so on, and they claim that our like tanned characters are like black people, and they're like, ew, why do you draw black people? But then we show people like this. He's completely Japanese, Shigeru Matsuzaki. But yeah. He goes to like a tanning machine and so on. So it's not natural, but still like Japanese. And yeah, we have a variety of people. Anyway, no more super chat. Well, it's I've been talking for an hour and 40 minutes. I should stand up sometimes. You gotta stand up sometimes. That's what I'm learning, okay? So yay, standing up. Yeah, 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 yeah. ちょっと健康のために立っています。I'm running. I'm running, man. I'm running right now. You should too. Okay? We gotta run. Sometimes you gotta move. But if I don't receive a super chat, I should go. Chicken rice curry with sauce. Ooh, chicken rice. I love mutton curry. Japanese people with more German DNA and mixture are hairier. Our DNA type is unique in the world. I kind of want to test my DNA, but then I'm too scared to send that information to some company, like it's like such a private, like personal information, and I would be scared of like getting it stolen by CCP or something, you know. Wouldn't it be weird if there's a technology in the future such as that, when you can basically make a clone but faster? That would be so weird. And to say like, oh, I'm the real Yoko or something. Maybe I watch too much sci-fi. Oh, Super John, thank you. Do you watch foreigners in Japan and their take on Japanese culture? Sometimes, but not often. Like I forgot what his name is, but like there's a channel that does that, right? A bunch of like fluent, like those foreigners who are fluent in Japanese, like they speak in Japanese and talk about what they think about Japanese culture or Japanese people, make commentary, and sometimes it's interesting. Yeah. And also I like Daijiro-san. Do you know Daijiro? I think his name was Daijiro. He's really good at like, analyzing languages, and it's fun when I listen to him. Superchat gives Yoko more energy, like when Mario is the mushroom. Yeah. Okay. By the way, my butt bone was just making the sound. Like I don't know why it is, but ever since like I was born, like my mom was complaining often when I was little because I would sit on her lap and my bones are sticking out, like my butt from my butt is here, my sexy butt is here, and my bone is like it stops her. And she's like, oh no. So, anyway, oh, super chat, thank you. I'm dedicating this super chat for a close friend from Shizuoka Prefecture. Huh? Taking this super chat for a close friend from Shizuoka Prefecture. Haven't heard from her since last October. I hope she is okay. Oh no, you were talking to her? Like what's the relationship? That is weird. Like all of a sudden, like she stopped talking to you. That is like a mystery. Mm. Through the internet? Do you know her in person or are you an online friend? Like, what's the occasion? Dogan. Oh, Dogan-san. The one that is who is fluent in Japanese, right? And he has a unique vibe, but like a very I don't know, like a what would be the word? I don't know the word in English. Like I want to say that in English. His analysis is like surudoi, right? Sharp, sharp, of course, sharp analysis. We met through a language learning app. Oh, I wonder what happened. Like at least like if you are friends, you usually tell your friends that like hey, like even if to cut ties or something, you would just explain, right? Like oh, I have to go to the next level or blah blah or something, or oh, I met someone or something, right? Like some communication happens. So without that, that is weird. We first met in person on her birthday. Huh? Wait, that's romantic. So basically, you were her birthday present. That's romantic. That's a friend. I like watching Oriental Pearl and interview in Japan. Hi Yoko, you should up on recommendations here in West Coast USA. There are late night recommendations. I hope all is well. Thank you. Yes, I'm aware of the time zones, but I'm human too. And I need to take care of my body. So, like, what I've been doing is that I wake up and then I eat first because, I'm older now and you cannot skip. You can't do intermittent, right? Intermittent fasting anymore. You gotta eat breakfast, okay? If you're older, especially, and if you're female too, right? Gotta eat first, and then enjoy my coffee. Because that's the best time of a day. I can't miss that. And then I go for a jog, and usually like the park is not close. I gotta go there, run, and then come back. So it takes like an hour, right? And then I come back, I eat again because I get hungry. Shower, and then and on my way back, I usually get a newspaper, come home, shower, I know, eat, shower, put on a makeup, and then get ready for this, and then bam, it's like 4 p.m. you know it takes a lot to be me. I wish that AI would improve so that the AI machine, like the robots, can be there and it would be like, oh yeah, go, let me put on a makeup for you and done in a minute or something. That would be like a life changer. Everyone is learning Japanese here. Where? I'm the only one learning Austrian. German is Serbian for Austria. Ich bin nicht sie. Is it sie or sie here? Um, Japan. I don't know German anymore. I took German class, but all I remember is like Danke, Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Bitte, Dankeschön. Ich heiße Yoko. Ich bin something. Met her on her birthday, jump out of a birthday cake for her. Sometimes a person stops talking to others for seemingly no reason. Psychology isn't always straightforward, and it's best not always take everything too personally. That's true. That's a good point. Sometimes. Do you or your husband like Zatoichi? I love those movies. Oh, with Takeshi Kitano. I think we feel a little bit different from ね、Takeshi Kitano. ザトウイチ好きかって。
ザトウイチあれや、たけしの。
じゃないの。Oh, true. Like, is it is it a Takeshi version or something else? 黒沢。I'm 47 and I do intermittent fasting. Cool. But you're a male, right? Me, I kind of sleep a lot. Or like we eat dinner at a good time, right? And then so I usually like without even trying, I usually don't eat for more than 12 hours easily. So she picked me from the train station, drove me to a sushi restaurant, a shrine, and a local museum that has store. Oh yeah, that sells mineral water. I almost forgotten to give her the birthday gift I have for her, so I'll call her and she drive back. Right? Oh, cute. That's such a date. That's not a friend's thing. It's a girlfriend thing, right? It sounds like a date. The original Zatoichi. I've never seen it. オリジナルだってよ。
オリジナル。見たよ。もちろん。いいじゃない。黒沢は基本的に好きだよ。
Oh, my husband says he basically like Kurosawa works. If you like to run, how about Dangan Runner? What is that? I just jog, by the way, because I don't want to stress my body too much. I do it recently because I want to relax my muscles. I think like subconsciously, like I grew up under the strict education of my dad. So like I'm always like tense, so I get nervous. Like I'm always nervous and I'm highly alert all the time. So I realized like when I had a hike, went for a hike, 2 weeks ago or so with my husband, I realized while hiking, like I've been there many times, but somehow that day it hit me like I love the nature and I love how I move my body, and it's different from just walking inside your house and so on. And I thought that like I need to get out and just, do it and just enjoy, not like you don't do it to lose weight or to be lean or anything, just to enjoy it and to relax your muscles. So I make sure I'm kind of loose, when I jog. I really pay attention to the posture though. But then I'm like, relax muscles, because when I wake up, I do take magnesium at night, before sleep, like a glycinate magnesium, and it works well. But yeah, and when I wake up, though, I am still like like really stiff and tense, and my neck is like it kills me. So I need a good pillow. But yeah, and then I realized like I'm clenching a lot. I'm getting better, but like it's like like I'm probably fighting in my dreams or something, right? So like when I wake up, I'm like I gotta loosen my body. So that's what I'm learning and what I'm doing recently. Something smells so good. My husband is making something, and it's making me hungry. I asked my Japanese wife about Takeshi Kitano before, and he always directed or starred on Yakuza related films. Yeah, he likes stuff like that. She actually recommended that store to me. 1996 Japanese comedy film. Do you highly rate that actor Toshiro Mifune? Mifune Toshiro? どうですかって。Superstar? Didn't he marry like a super young girl? なんか年の差婚しなかったっけ Or I don't know. I don't know. I'm not from that generation, so I don't actually know.
俺もジェネレーション
My husband either.
けどなんていうかな、神格化されてるけどね、黒澤明って。要するに基本的なのは娯楽映画なんだよ。
Oh, entertainment.
そのなんか映画の神様のようにね、神格化されてるけどね。
神格化ってなんて言うんだっけ神格化。I forgot the word. DeFi. DeFi. How do you read that? Deification. People do that, but yeah, we don't overrate people. We went to Tokyo Disneyland together. So she was your girlfriend or something? Oh, one of the rides, she asked me if she could hold on to my arm. I said, yeah. Aww. I'm starting to realize that she found some guy. Maybe she picked, like, I hate to tell you, but I think I have a feeling that she met someone and she didn't know how to tell you. Or something really bad happened to her. Either of those. I think. If you go to Tokyo, they have an Austrian restaurant named Landsman with authentic Austrian dishes. I brought my Australian eagle flag with my Japanese wife when I took my A2 exam last February. Cool. オーストリアンね。オーストリアの料理食べたことあるっけ
オーストリア
うん。ないよね。東京にあるらしい。Just sharing with my husband so that maybe one day we will visit.
オーストリア考えたことない。
Like, yeah, it never crossed our mind to try Austrian restaurant. So, yeah.
ドイツとどう違うのか。
My husband is like, well, how is it different from German one? I have a rowing machine in my house. I prefer that to jogging. It's better for your knees. The park I go to, they have like the track is made of like a kind of cushion kind of ground, so it doesn't do bad for your knee. And also I don't jump too much because I do consider my knees, like I'm not young anymore. So it's like hardly like, it's kind of like basically I'm going faster, but it's a bit of an extension of like fast walking. So that's my rule for myself. And then gradually like give stress to my heart, but not too much. Question from Miyoko: is there a new song that is playing over there that the rest of the world or US or us in the USA may not have heard, assuming you're into music? New song that I'm never sure. I don't know actually. I love music, but I don't like the like a mainstream J-pop and so on. The kind of music I listen to is actually like American or metal music or something like that. So thanks for asking them. That's a thoughtful question. Thank you. Yeah, but I guess that if I say like, "Oh, ask me anything," especially about Japan, then I should know, right? Pass the A2 test. Found. What's the A2 test, by the way? Sorry for my ignorance. Funded by the Australian government. If I took the German funded German test, I will fail the writing and speaking due to grammatical differences. Interesting. Oh, hello. Thanks for coming. Tune in for dating advice with Yoko. I mean, at least I can give you like a standard tips for dating Japanese girls, I guess. But it always changes though. Like I can only speak for my generation. I have no idea what the kids today are thinking. Their culture is so much different. Do they do they have in Fukuoka? I know an Austrian funded German test in Fukuoka, but resto no idea. I live in Aichi with my Osaka born wife. Cool. Test elementary level in European standards. Oh, I see. Cool. I do kind of wish sometimes that I would understand another language, but except for maybe I could try like a Korean language or something because their order is the same as us. But yeah, I kind of want to learn Ukrainian language just because I have lots of Ukrainian friends. But then as for the sounds next to American English, I love German and Spanish. And yeah, but both have like male, female types of things, and which confuse me, and I'm like I can't follow that. But if I go to like a language school though, or like some lessons in person, I guess I would learn it quickly. Like I have a good memory, even though I keep looking up the same words sometimes. But yeah, usually like when I'm like really determined, even though I'm getting older, like my memory hasn't faded. So, and I know how to remember. Like memorizing things is actually not that hard. You gotta just like especially if you're older. When you're young, you can just remember. When you're older, you just gotta associate things together. Make a story or make a scene in your head, right? And so the best thing is, of course, to experience something and remember that along the way. But you gotta remember with your five senses. The title says ask you anything. You don't have the answer. -1 point for not knowing. Try German again. Python. German with Austrian flavor. You enjoy. Maybe I could talk to like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Austrian German versus PFK German. You should become a politician and join the LDP. No, I don't think. I'm too mentally I'm too free. I can't belong to anywhere. That's why I didn't have a decent job before. Like I whenever like I have had many jobs before, but whenever I belong to somewhere, I'm like, No, like I can't be framed. I'm a free bird, free bird. Yeah. I think I just have to be me. So it's probably coming from my childhood because the education of my place, my parents or my dad to be exact, like he was strict and I was a good girl, but like I was resisting a lot too, and that's my character probably. When I belong somewhere, I'm like I think about all the things that they need to improve. This one place, like I said, I've worked at the office, right, in the city, and it was a good job. But then I started to get annoyed by all the stupid things that like unreasonable, like not efficient things and so on, and the distractions and everything, like playing the radio and so on too. And I would hear all the complaints from my coworkers and so on about the environment, and I just got distracted all the time, and the boss was not fixing anything. So one day I wrote like a bullet list of all the things that he has to fix. And I just sent that to him through the email. And then soon I'm like, I send that while like saying like, I'm going to quit. I mean, you suck at this and this and this, then you got to fix this and that, and blah, 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 all the long list, and bam, bye-bye. I couldn't belong there anymore. Some people don't care, they just care about making money and that's all what it counts, and they just do the things that they're allotted and they can somehow do it. But I'm like, I'm a perfectionist, I guess, and I just get annoyed easily. So I'm like, I just have to work for myself, I mean, for that though, maybe I would be good at like becoming a politician, I guess, to make the system and so on. But then I don't have the database in my head, I could always use like bureaucrats, but no, like people like politicians, good politicians are actually usually they know a lot of things about the society and that history as things to compare and so on, and I don't do that. So oh, super chan again, thank you. You have to actively engage your brain to remember. Yeah, I guess like you need to use your brain on a daily basis. Yes, that's the premise. You can always learn Estonian. It kind of sounds like Japanese. Really? That's interesting. Around 1 million people speak it. That's kind of a lot. So not sure what you do with it unless you're in IT. Oh, true. 1 million. What? 福岡の人口は
1.50 million.
Oh, our prefecture has more people. The population, 1.5.
Prefecture,
Oh.
5 million.
Oh, 5 million, right? Oh, well, the city, you mean? Fukuoka city has more than 1 million. Our prefecture has like 5 million people. So, yeah, that's true. But sometimes, though, the tiny community is enough, right? Sometimes. Yeah. I understand you, Yoko. I'm incomfortable with a regular job myself. Yeah. You're my friend. Any movies that you plan on watching this week or soon? That is in the theaters. The movies Backroom and Obsession seem to be getting great reviews. Cool. We missed Avatar, and we missed the Super Mario, the second one, the Galaxy something. I really wanted to see the Mario movie. Mario is so cute. So cute. We saw the first one in theater and the 3D characters were so cute. I don't usually think characters are cute, but Mario, oh, super cute. And I was just talking about mustache and beards should be shaved, and I like Mario. Oh, super chat. Thank you. I'm thinking about opening a karaoke bar. Cool. I know they are popular in Japan. Yes. And Korea. Yes. Got any ideas to pass on target audience type of food to serve? We do have karaoke bars in Japan, and it's usually owned by like I don't know, people in 60s or 70s, I guess, and meaning that they have had that store for, or I mean bar for a while. Usually what happens is that the local people, like the same people come to the bar always, but then they give you the money all the time. And yeah, I see one in our neighborhood. We have like a market street, and like a small, like a privately owned, like a traditional stores, on each side of the street. And then they have the bar, and then you can kind of hear the karaoke voice sometimes when you're going through it, and you would think like, oh, they're having fun. So yeah. But advice, target audience. We already have karaoke everywhere though in Japan, but I don't know where you want to open. Um, hmm, karaoke bar. But usually like easy snacks though, because you will be singing and your turn will come. So you're gonna make sure that the foods are easy to eat on the spot. Yeah. But at karaoke, by the way, here, we order a lot of drinks. And I bet that they are getting money from that. Like, it's the same for everywhere though, like other kinds of like regular bars and restaurants in general in Japan, that they not restaurants, but like the izakaya type, meaning like where people drink. It's not about the food; it's about the drinks. So the drinks are kind of reasonable, but because of that, people will order a lot. So it's like a good amount of price, but not too expensive, and you get you get money from that. Multiple rooms that are private. Are there multiple rooms that are private? In bars? I don't think so. Just a bar. But of course, like regular karaoke places in Japan, it's all like a kind of like a hotel rooms, but the rooms are right next to each other, and it's small, very small, and some big rooms, like three or so. But Jakarta is so cheap. I used to pay 150 yen for a half hour unlimited drink bar too. What? That's amazing. When I was young, when I was in university, I used to go to karaoke a lot, and it was great because they have like a discount for students, and so it was really helpful. Man, the karaoke bar, they have rooms. I don't think so, but yeah, because usually, like in Japan, when there's a bar, it's usually like a narrow place. We don't have much land in Japan, like in the city. So usually it's just a narrow space. So it's like a counter and then a bit of screen and karaoke machine, and you sing from that. Like there's a counter, and then you are here, and the bartender or something is there, and they could have like sometimes like a table seats here, but I'm not too familiar with, like, I've been to only one or two of those, so I don't have much like I don't have examples installed in my head. So are they soundproof? Not much here, like older ones. But you gotta, of course, check the laws and so on. Where are you opening it in your country? Or I was thinking about the noise for outside. Like I don't want to disturb the outside. Yeah, definitely you gotta protect it. Karaoke rooms have thin walls, but I like hearing. Yeah, it's fun, right? When you hear the people next to you, everybody else singing, and I sang loud so they could hear me. I only sing like American songs, so probably people near me thought I was a foreigner. Um, yeah, but nowadays though, it's kind of dangerous to go to karaoke by yourself if you are female, because I see sometimes on X that people are claiming, like women are claiming that when they were singing alone, some dudes will come in asking her to join them and so on. One of those they're trying to hit, like they're hitting on the woman or something. And I've even seen a video like her actually holding the microphone and then she's looking away to communicate, and then she got super mad, like, hey, that was super funny. But like, she got really offended, and also I bet that she was scared, like because she's outnumbered and they're guys. And yeah, it used to be very, it's a thing to go to karaoke by yourself, but maybe it's changing nowadays. Have been at karaoke place, but it was on a high building. Ooh, and it was a small rooms was with some Japanese and Korean in Tokyo. Cool. In the States, I guess there are a lot of colleges in my area, so perhaps that's a good thing. The loud singing could attract people. If you are in America, you would have a big land, right? A big space. So I guess the system would be different, because karaoke system here is of course meant for the Japanese society. So we have different limitations and so on, and we have a different culture. Like we are not supposed to be loud, but maybe not in America. I don't know. But you should check the sound level though, probably the local rules and so on. But I think that judging from the TV shows I see from America, like when they hit the karaoke bar, usually it's like a kind of big hall-ish place with the bar counter, and then there are tables, and there's a karaoke stage, and people sing, and everyone can hear. But Japanese places are not like that. Like karaoke bar here, like it's a small and it's only a group of people, not like there are not many people. And I don't know, maybe American people like to, insist to many people. So I don't know, but Japanese people are shy, and we care a lot about communicating in a small group. You go there with your friends and so on, or if you are friends with the bartender, then you go meet the person, but not to the strangers and so on. So it'd be nice to have a room separately, I think, if I were to design that. It's about, I think what's like, if you think in a business way, I think what's important is what kind of things that do you want to get your customers, like, is it the feeling or the satisfaction of singing and so on, like depending on what you want to do, like precisely, I think the design of the system of your bar would be different, probably. No more super chats. Guys, hello, hello. Only 12:30 in Hawaii. Oh, it's a 6-hour difference. Karaoke rooms in Hawaii are at 70 an hour, so expensive. What? That's a lot. I think it's less than 10 here per room. Never heard someone get upset, angry, and argue in Japanese. I heard it once in French. And it was something else to watch for someone who is not French. Yeah. I think it's not common, but I do see sometimes though, but sometimes, yeah. Going to sleep now. It's 5:30 a.m. Oh no, super tired. Good night. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sleep well. Man, you guys stay up late for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. You need to stand out against the major chain karaoke companies like Big Echo. Yeah, in Japan, Big Echo is big. Chinese culture allows more fighting and arguing. No, Chinese culture I hear is that the bigger voice wins. So like they get louder and louder, while talking. That's very like I don't know, they're kind of like animals in a way. That's my perspective. 11:39. Oh, I see. Although a night off for me, these streams are always super late. Yeah, I know. I need to come earlier. I mean, I'm gonna wake up at like. I should probably wake up at 5. And then do all the things, and it'll be still like 10 in the morning, so it will be like 8 on the East Coast. In most cases, seems like so. I think Chinese can sound angry even if they aren't angry. Yeah, because tone of language. Yeah, I agree. It's like my guess is that back in the day they had to communicate through the village or something. They had to make sure that their voice echoes. Because Japanese people are always like standing or sitting close to each other, but maybe not Chinese people. I am getting sleepy for you. Sometimes, I think I'm an empath. So, like spiritually speaking. So like I can adjust myself to the others easily. So I'm sensing your sleepiness. So and it's getting late too. I gotta do something about dinner. My husband has been eating, like picking something to eat, but I should probably cook something for him. Nah. Patient Hide is waiting again in the park the other day. He was patiently waiting for me too. Always waiting. Oh, he made like boiled eggs earlier, so he's gonna have one. I'm gonna explain what he's up to you. He's reaching to the salt, pinching it with his. Don't touch it too much. He's pinching and then rubbing to the egg, and he's eating now. And then chugging the alcohol a little bit. Yeah, I'm yawning too. Yeah. Sleepy time for all of us, I reckon. Yeah, I'll probably get something to eat here. Not much open. Oh yeah. Always our conveni are open. We take it for granted though. Yeah. I don't know why I'm really sleepy. It's only like it's almost 7, but it's still early. Dinner? Who needs dinner? Me. Anyway, I should probably let you guys go because it's you are getting sleepy too.
Go to bed, guys.
Okay. I'm like seriously like I'm super sleepy. What? Why? It is so weird. Going to make a pizza and watch something. Oh, sounds good. I love pizza. My husband just said like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, you can make one if you want. You should go to the supermarket and get one. You know, we can cut them in half and put in the fish grill. It'll work. Thank you, Yoko. Thank you for hanging out with me. So this is the day 7 of my 7 days challenge. So this was actually the last day. Yay! You guys supported me a lot, but I enjoyed it though. So maybe I take a few days off, and then maybe I'll do it again. That'll be cool. I'm sleepy. Sorry. Actually, Japanese are so skinny, they need to eat more. Yeah. I eat a lot though, by the way. I might be eating more than my husband does. Thank you for streaming for long today. I could really appreciate you. Oh, thank you. What a nice comment. Kind comment. Thank you. Addicted to the family chicken? I know many people do. Thank you for the streams. I was at work while you were streaming, so I couldn't watch them. But YouTube let me know you were streaming. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, super chat last. Thank you. おめでとう。ありがとう。頑張った。頑張りました、私。Thank you. Have a good day there, Yoko. Since you are ahead of us here in the USA, Thomas, it's good to see that tomorrow we'll be here. Yeah. It'll be Sunday for you. Enjoy your Sunday. Okay. Goodbye, Paisan. Goodbye, sir. Good night. Have a nice evening with your husband. Thank you. What a week of streaming. Yeah. Did you want to teach us before I go? Book recommendation. Japanese word? Gambaro. Let's break our leg. Break a leg. Chururu, chururu, chururu. I had to do it. That means I'll be back. Okay. Good night. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a blessed day and seek the Lord God Jesus Christ. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I'll be back.
I shall return.
I shall return. What is that? Yeah, it's originally for us, yes. Thank you. You see me randomly again, okay? Have a good night. Sleep well. Okay. Bye. Thank you again for your support. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sleep well. Have a good day. Bye.